From the proclamation issued by President Woodrow Wilson on November 11, 1919, and I quote, "To us in America, the reflections of Armistice Day will be filled with solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in the country's service, and with gratitude for the victory, both because of the thing from which it has freed us and because of the opportunity it has given America to show her sympathy with peace and justice in the Council of Nations." Wilson's proclamation sent a message to all Americans, indeed to all the world, that peace was paramount and that those who made a sacrifice for ultimate world peace had learned our everlasting gratitude. Armistice Day has since been renamed Veterans Day and has gone through a number of iterations before finally being designated on November 11th. We pause on Veterans Day to celebrate those who served in this country's name. Many will tell you that they are not heroes, but like those who are minding the store, or teaching the class, or forging steel in the Pittsburgh Steel Factory, when times such as December 7th, 1941 rolled around, they saw a job to be done and they did it. Well, Veterans Day is not so simple anymore. We have come to know too much about how we were convinced to serve. We have come to know too much about honor or the lack thereof. And this is what makes this day such a tough day to observe, but also such a necessary day. I was proud to serve. I was called and answered that call. I had friends who chose not to because of their beliefs and their own sense of honor. They are still friends and I still value them. They are true to their core as I tried to be true to mine. This is a good country full of good people. We have made mistakes, some of them monstrous errors in judgment, which have allowed many to criticize us. And we're not perfect. But that's one of the goals in the Constitution, isn't it? As it says in the preamble, we, the people, in order to form a more perfect union. My argument is that the Constitution is a living document, and it lies in these words. We are not yet a perfect union, but we are working on it. The people who have served, those who are now serving, and those who in the future will serve are helping us on that journey to do two things: include all of us in we the people and form a more perfect union. my favorite descriptions of veteran is found in the opening of the third act of Thornton Wilder's Pulitzer Prize-winning play, Our Town. As the act opens, the stage manager is standing on a pretty bare stage with some chairs lined up in rows. Some are filled with actors. This is the depiction of the cemetery on the hill overlooking Grover's Corners, New Hampshire. Stage manager speaks. Over there are the old stones, 1670, 1680. Strong-minded people that had come a long way to be independent. Some people walk around laughing at the funny words on the tombstones. It don't do any harm. And genealogists come up from Boston, get paid by city people for looking up their ancestors. They want to make sure they're daughters of the American Revolution and of the Mayflower. Well, I guess that don't do any harm either. Then the stage manager pauses. He sweeps his arm toward a corner of the stage. And he continues, over there are some Civil War veterans, iron flags on their graves. New Hampshire boys had a notion that the Union ought to be kept together, though they'd never seen more than 50 miles of it themselves. All they knew was the name, friends, the United States of America. The United States of America. And they went and died about it. Jack Howard was a chemistry teacher at Forest Grove High School. He was the advisor to the ski club. He coached track and field and football at Forest Grove High. He was a sometime member of our peripatetic coffee group that met each morning after he retired. He served in the United States Army as a paratrooper in the Korean War, something he was very quiet about, but at the same time very proud of. He was a father, grandfather, great-grandfather, and a loving husband to Pat. Most of all, he was a friend to virtually all he met and touched. Like many of us, I grieve that Jack is gone, having died on Friday, October 22nd. But I am happy for the time I had with him. All they knew was the name, friends. The United States of America. The United States of America. And they went and died about it. Thank you.